So, hi everyone. This is Andy again, Andy Hockley from the International Diploma in Language Teaching Management, and I'm joined today by Marianna Ilyina. And Marianna, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and what you've been doing since the IDLTM.
Hello everybody. Hello Andy. And I'm from Ukraine. From Lviv. It's the city in the western Ukraine with rich history because it belonged to whoever was in the neighborhood, a part of Austro-Hungarian Empire, part of Poland, and then a part of, and then there we are. Now we are in Ukraine, and a wonderful country, by the way. And my studies at the School for International Training, IDLTM, it was a very new experience for me. By that time, I was for 7 years the director of the International House School in Lviv, which was a part of the big project launched by the International Renaissance Foundation, and I was just elected. I had my background in education, and no management skills, but I think every woman who has a family has management skills, at least some. So no, I think I was sure I was getting some skills. Now I took part in other interesting projects, know-how fund projects run by Martin Parrott. He organized that, and I took the course of educational management at IH London in 1994 as well. So I was gaining some managerial skills necessary for my work. So, and then there was IDLTM. And I loved it. We had a small group. We were a group of 6. It was 2001 and the end of September. So the implication is here. It was not, it was quite dangerous to travel in the eyes of many. So we did.
Yeah. No, I remember because I was coordinating that course, and I was worried that nobody was going to be able to come because obviously 2 weeks after September 11th, there weren't even planes allowed to fly. And suddenly everybody was able to come. So it was great.
And we were like hanging in the air, and out of the blue, we got the information, go and get your visas, you know, and okay, it's the 20-something of September, you go to Kiev, to the embassy. You're not very eager to fly anywhere, but okay, you should. And I not only got the visa, I got the multiple visa. And it was, you know, like, okay. The term of the visa was quite short though. So I came and I missed the connection in Paris, and so I was a day late, and then I was, and then a piece of my luggage was lost with all the home tasks and everything. So my priorities had been absolutely wrong. Instead of going to the hairdressers, having my hair cut, and I don't know, having a manicure and everything, I was doing my homework, which was lost. So, and that suitcase, it arrived on Wednesday only, and they were sitting on your head and saying all the time, Andy, have you found them? Have you found them? Have you found them? Poor Andy, I was sorry for you.
Is there something that you, in particular, you remember that not about sort of like the experience of being in Vermont for the course, but learning from the course, something from the course in particular that you remember? You think, oh yeah, this was really helpful to me in my professional work.
In my professional work, most important probably was my meeting with the book Organizational Behavior. It gave me a new view, new approach to my own organization, because that was all about it. We had to listen. Well, it was really good. It was a wonderful experience to work with people from different countries, to be able to be exposed to their knowledge, to their experience, and get this knowledge, put it on board, somehow locate it in your head, and find the shelf for it. So a lot about management and management in ELT from Ron White. But organizational behavior book was surpassed everything, and it's been I've been using it since that time, and
Ever since,
going back to it. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's great. And you know, sort of, so in general, would you say that the course was useful for you over the years, and would you recommend that the course for other people?
It was. It certainly was, because well, on the one hand, it was my first experience of distance learning, because 2 weeks of face-to-face, and then practically an academic year. Preparing homework, sending homework, chatting in the common chat with my colleagues from other countries, exchanging experience, opinions of teachers who didn't answer in time, for example, or vice versa, answered too fast. I just wanted to send something else and I already get the answer. No, it happened that it was really good. It was really interesting. And for me, for example, it was like I saw how imperfect the tax system in Ukraine was. Exactly, because it was easy for some to do what they were required to do. It was easy to calculate.
Mm-hmm.
It was an easy and simple, clear-cut formula. And here you get into a labyrinth of God knows what, and you say, no, that's not for me. Thank you very much. That's for my accountant. Done.
Oh, that's interesting. So we taught you to look at the Ukrainian tax system with critical eyes.
Exactly, yeah, and compare it to other countries' tax systems and see what could be done and what should be done to make it simple, because it was easier for me to give this formula to my to our chief accountant and say, look here, and could you do this for me in this way? And it was easy. But in fact, my previous experience of trying to look at it, to understand it, forget it. Though, I don't know, I can put 2 and 2 together, but probably that was that.
But trying to deal with the tax system.
And do you remember we had the capstone in Lviv and everybody came? I
know, yeah. Your group was, you know, we turned out that your group was the luckiest group, because in fact, after your group, it became clear that we couldn't really ask people to travel to a second face-to-face session. But in your group, we had the second face-to-face session in Lviv, in Ukraine.
And everybody wanted to come.
At the end of the course, people, and the 2 students came from Costa Rica and Panama. I mean, obviously, people from slightly closer to, you know, from Romania and so on. From Kyrgyzstan and Panama and Costa Rica, everyone came to Lviv, and Ron and I came. And it was a fantastic experience. I still remember, you know, sitting at a table in a restaurant, eating something with mushrooms and drinking vodka, to be honest. So that was my memory of Lviv.
Okay, you should come again.
Okay, I will make that a part of the plan. Well, thank you very much, Marianna. Thanks very much for making time for us to have a little bit of a chat about the IDLTM. I'm sure it will be interesting for other people who've taken it since your group, to hear some of the stories about that first group. So thanks very much for your time.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me. It was a pleasure. Thank you.